taking a look inside my very practical walk-in wardrobe, which was a spare room but has now been converted. Hi there, my name's Mariana. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. So on the back of my mini bedroom tour, I was asked to show what was behind these double doors. So during that mini tour, I did mention that my main bedroom, which isn't actually the main bedroom, it's actually the third bedroom in this house. But I decided to use it as the main bedroom because it's got the air conditioning in here. And I've also got a two-way bathroom. So it functions as a sort of ensuite, but also as my main bathroom. And because it had the second bedroom straight off this one, I thought it was a really good option to use as my main. So what I did after I moved in, there was a little like sliding door wardrobe on the wall here where I've now got my painting, and I basically just tore that out, and then I had a carpenter come in and cut a hole into the wall into the second bedroom and add in some slim French doors. Yes, French doors. And then I converted that second bedroom into a walk-in robe. Now, if you're expecting some massive luxury robe, then this isn't the video for you. This is just a small bedroom, and I've just simply converted it into my robe, and also it's where I do my makeup in the morning. Let's have a look what's behind the doors. And I'll just quickly show you the handles that I've opted to put on here. I just got these from Bunnings, and they're a matte black with this sort of, I think it's referred to as a knolled finish. So it's got quite a bit of texture on there. And I just love them. I thought they were modern. I just love the texture of them. And for some reason, it looks like there's marks on the door. It might just be shadows, but there's no marks on there. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look inside. Okay, so this is the view from the main bedroom. I'm standing at the end of the bed. That is not a real zebra print rug. I picked that up for $69 at Bunnings. I wanted something that had an unusual shape. I didn't want a plain round rug because I think they look quite nana, whereas I feel that an unusually shaped rug or an odd shaped rug, whatever you want to call it, adds a bit of a modern touch and a modern feel to it. I actually had a company come out and quote me to add in these wardrobes. And the quote that I received was about $12,000. And yes, they would have been beautiful. I chose a beautiful wood finish, and they would have been made to spec. So they would have fit perfectly in this room. However, I didn't have $13,000 to spend. So in the end, I took the measurements for the room into Ikea and had them quoted up for me. And I got all the wardrobes and all the fixtures and fittings for about $3,000. And then I went onto Airtasker because I couldn't put the carcasses up on my own because they are quite big. They go nearly all the way to the ceiling, and I just couldn't manage it on my own. So I found someone on Airtasker that I liked. It cost me about $300, and he put them together in a couple of hours. Now, I had to put in all the internals myself, and also I put all the drawers together and put them in myself as well, which didn't take me very long, and it wasn't difficult to do. The only thing with buying them from IKEA, I couldn't get the cupboards to extend all the way to this wall. So there is about a 40 centimeter gap there, and I'm still deciding what to put in there. I've just got a washing basket in there for now, but I actually don't use it very much because my bathroom and bedroom are just right near the laundry. So I just put clothes straight into the laundry basket. Now, this cupboard here does actually cover the door to the hallway. So what I did was I just took off the door handle and I've left it unblocked. That way, in the event I choose to sell in the future, I just have to remove this one end cupboard, and then the door can be utilized again. Also, the light switch and the fan switch were there. So what I did was I had the electrician come out So he just put the switch on the outside of the room. As you enter into the walk-in robe, it's on the right-hand side. And now I can utilize the light and also the fan. So in this cupboard here, I've just got all my sheets and towels because the house does lack a little bit of storage. I did get these 2 bags at the bottom here from Ikea, and I just keep spare doona covers in there, like my winter ones. And I know it's not all aesthetically pleasing, but it functions well for me and it's relatively tidy. And then I've just got my hanging stuff in here, a lot of black. And then at the bottom there, I've just got a pull-out drawer shelf, which are so handy. They make use of a potentially dead space. Now, the only thing I will say about the IKEA wardrobes is you'll note that the corner section here, that's my long hanging stuff. Note the amount of black I have in there. With the corner section, you can't have a handle on this side. Otherwise, you can't actually open the door. And there is also a large gap in between. Now, I was advised of that when I purchased the wardrobe. There wasn't really a way around it without it being a custom built piece. And I wasn't willing to spend that much money on a wardrobe. In this section here, I've left the middle section blank. I've put in an abstract painting. It's just, I think, acrylic on canvas. I did it myself because abstract art is quite expensive. So I just bought a cheap canvas with a black frame around it. It already had a picture on there, but I picked it up for like $20 from Spotlight, I think, on clearance. And then I just painted over it with some tester pots that I had in my shed. And they're colours I've used throughout the house, so it's really in keeping with the rest of my home. The lady in the corner here, I purchased her from Early Settler a few years ago, but she was in this funny purpley sparkly colour, which didn't go with my home, but I love the statue. So I just purchased a can of flat black spray from Bunnings and resprayed her, and now she fits in perfectly. So this was purchased by my mum and dad for me a few years ago for Christmas. And I love that high gloss piano black. It's just a beautiful jewelry box and I love it. And then the top drawer here, I've just got some more jewelry bits and pieces. And all these are from Ikea as well. And then in this glass one here, I potentially could have gone another solid one, but I like the glass one. I keep all my scarves and belts and gloves and all those little bits and pieces in here. And I just got these from Kmart. I think they were $8 each or something, but they fit really well. And then over here, I've just got, it's a tin box and I keep all my perfumes in there so they're not in direct sunlight. And as well, having them in the tin, if there's any leakages or anything, it's not going to damage anything else. And then in the other drawers, I've got the second drawer there, I've got my unmentionables. And then the third drawer is pajamas, workout gear. And the last drawer is tracksuits and t-shirts and things like that. And in this cupboard here is just a hanging spot here. More black. Too many clothes. I have too many clothes. Excuse the mess there. And then some drawers. And then another pull-out shelf for more shoes, which is more of my casual shoes. And then over here, I've got my makeup desk. This was also from Ikea, and I liked it because it's not overly big, and I like the glass top. It's easy to clean. If I drop anything on there, I just wipe it over, and it's just lovely. Now, this little mirror here, I purchased this one from Luvo store, and it's got 3 different settings. I did actually purchase the really big one with the crystal lights all around the sides, and it was stunning, but it took up the majority of that desk and it was so heavy. Like if I wanted to clean around, like I just couldn't move the thing. So in the end, I packaged it up and sent it back, and Luvo store were so fabulous. They exchanged it for me straight away and gave me the smaller one. The only thing with the smaller one is you can't have it landscape, which is unfortunate, but there you go. And over here, I've just got a faux leather tray with all my makeup bits on there. And then this was from Kmart as well. And it's just a bathroom tray. And I just stick things that I don't want to put into like standing up and just want them laying flat. And this is a little planter that a friend bought for me. And I love the neutral colors of it. And it reminds me of an Astor de Volet piece. So I just love this. And I think that the fact that it's a face holding my makeup brushes is really cute. So I love that. And I've had that for a few years. And I just put some small pebbles in the bottom and then a cup on top of that just to hold everything a little bit higher. And I've got a little clock here and my speaker because I like to listen to podcasts in the morning, and my tissue box cover, which I think I got from eBay a few years ago, but I'll see if I can link something similar below. I'll put all the links in. Nothing I'm talking about in this video is sponsored. Everything I've purchased myself. I don't know why I have to say that at this point, but apparently I do. And then there's a little drawer down here where I keep all my little makeup bits and pieces. It doesn't pull out heaps far, which is unfortunate, but there you go. And I've got all these little, there's lighters in here. And I'll tell you why. Years ago, back in the day, to get my eyeliner to have that liquid effect without using a liquid, I used to warm it up slightly with my lighter and then use it on my eyes to give that smudged look. And it was just so easy to do, and they've just stayed there. Anyway, these little plastic things here, I just got them from Kmart. They've got the little dividers. Unfortunately, these don't, they just sort of sit there. They don't clip in anywhere, so they do slip out quite easily. I know it's a little bit untidy in there. Again, I've got too much makeup. I'm trying to work through it all now without purchasing anything new until I've depleted the majority of what's in here, because frankly, I'm sick of looking at it. I use the same things over and over, so that's what I'm sticking to these days. The tried and true things that I love. And the pictures over here, the two on the right, I got at the Chanel exhibition, fashion exhibition in Melbourne a couple of years ago. They came in a pack of 6, and I just picked out the two that I liked the most and put them in some inexpensive frames. I think these ones are from Spotlight because they are a slightly better quality than the ones you get from Kmart. So I've just got them there. The picture on the left came in a pack of 3 years ago from Aldi. One piece I gave away because I didn't really like it. And then the second piece is in my study area because it's a lady holding a book. So I think it suits the vibe of the room in there. So I've just made it a little bit more personal with my own little artworks. There's not a lot of space in here for art. That's the back of the doors. And then I've just put an inexpensive over the door mirror hanging on the door there. I did have a stand-up mirror, but there just wasn't enough room in here. So I ended up returning it and then just purchasing this one from Big W. I think it was about $20. So can't complain about that. And when I redid the floors in here, because they were, when I moved in, it was all carpet and it was smelly. The old owners had it cleaned beforehand, but they had dogs, so it just didn't smell great. So in the end, I ripped it up and I just put down these dark wooden floors, which I love these. I've got them in the 3 bedrooms. I do have a little rug underneath my chair here just in case I drop anything that's washable. I can just throw it in the washing machine. I know it's not the nicest looking one, but it was the best one that I could find. The chair here I got from Fantastic Furniture years and years ago, and it did come in a pink color, but back then it was the only one that I could find and I couldn't find anything else that I wanted. So I ended up taking it to a reupholsterer and he reupholstered it in the black for me. And I love that. I was using it as my desk chair, but it was hurting my back sitting 9 hours a day. I just couldn't do it. So now I just use it as my makeup chair. And then over here, I picked up this little trolley on clearance from Target. And I like this because it's metal. I've got all my hot hair tools on there. I don't have to worry about them damaging any plastics or anything like that. I can just plop them onto the metal and have no issues. And then on the second shelf, I've just got a basket of hair items. The curtains are all from Ikea, so they're really inexpensive. And I've taken them all the way to the ceiling to give that illusion of height in this room as well. Now, I opted not to have blackout blinds or curtains in here because I wanted lots of natural light for when I'm doing my makeup and things like that. So that's why I've got the cupboard doors in here. Now, I know a lot of people do leave their walk-in robes to be completely open, no cupboard doors. But for me, with all the sunshine coming in and the fact that I wear black all the time, I didn't want my clothes fading and getting destroyed. So I opted to pay the extra and put the doors on. Also, I don't know how other ladies do it. If they're doing their makeup, where their clothes are, how their clothes aren't getting dirty, because I have powders and stuff flying everywhere. So it was just, for me, it was more practical to keep the doors on there. Now the top two shelves here, I've got a photo of my best friend and I. The silver and black boxes, I got those from Cheap as Chips, I don't know, 15 years ago. And they just hold bits and bobs. I should replace them with something more neutral, but I'm not too fussed about it right now. I also need to straighten them because they are a bit off center. And then boxes with little bits that I've purchased over the years of some designer goods, but not many. I sold a lot of stuff recently. And then the lady up here, she was also from Early Settler, and I think she was pink. So I resprayed her in a satin black, and I've just got my headbands and stuff sticking out of her head. And again, I think it gives the room a bit of a French feel to it. I don't know, you tell me. So I've kept things pretty neutral in this room. I like neutral colors. They make me feel comfortable, and that's what your home is about. You should feel comfortable in your home. And I also wanted it to have a nice flow from the bedroom into the walk-in robe. So I've tried to keep everything in keeping with each other, and I've done that throughout the home so it doesn't feel pitch potch and it just has a nice flow to it. So even if I leave the doors open, I think there's just a really nice feeling from the main bedroom into the walk-in robe. So that's why I've chosen to decorate it as I have, keeping those neutral tones. Same even with the rug. It's the neutral tones again with the black throughout. And anyone that knows me knows I'm all black all the time. So to me, it wouldn't make sense to bring in colors that didn't suit me overall, and to be bringing in different colors where I wouldn't feel comfortable. So that's basically it. That's my walk-in robe / dressing room. Not really that much to show, not that interesting. Functions well for me. I love this little space. And strangely enough, my makeup desk, I know it may sound silly to you, but to me, having that little makeup space where I listen to my podcast or I listen to something on YouTube and do my makeup. I'm not a 5-minute makeup girly. I'm about 15 to 20. I like to take my time in the morning and getting ready. And for me, it's kind of like a mini meditation. So that's what I enjoy. I love this space. I feel so comfortable here. And I have to say, throughout my home, I feel comfortable because I haven't rushed things. I've taken the time to do things as I really want them in a style that suits me. Like I mentioned earlier, my overall style. So by keeping things really neutral and calm, it just suits me. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this little mini glimpse into my walk-in robe and into my home. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up as it helps to push my videos out to more amazing people like yourselves. And until the next one, I hope you all have a fabulous day. Bye.